I'm about to do something that used to terrify me. But today, I'm just gonna do it. Come on, let's go. No, I'm good, thank you. Could I please have a venti latte and a venti dark roast? I think that'll do it. Thanks so much. Great. So that used to be really hard for me. Something as simple as just ordering coffee for a person who stutters can be really challenging. I really don't have any fear doing something as crazy as ordering coffee anymore. And later this afternoon, I'm challenging myself even more by joining Toastmasters so I can learn how to become a professional public speaker and a person who stutters. Hey, what are you guys doing here?
You filming your day?
I am, yeah.
That's really cool. That's awesome. Sorry I ruined your video.
You totally killed it. All right, see you guys later. All right. So, joining Toastmasters.
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 Toastmasters International, where more than 4 million people have become more confident speakers and leaders.
This is something that I've wanted to do for many years now. You know, it's interesting because I've stuttered my whole life, but I love public speaking. I don't know what it is about it. I don't know if it's just having people looking at me that I kind of like, or just having people listen to what I'm saying and enjoy listening to how I'm saying it. That's always really appealed to me. And maybe that's in part because I've stuttered my whole life. I don't know. But the few times that I have given a public presentation, I've always really enjoyed that and gotten kind of the high from doing that. And certainly it has not always gone well. I mean, oh my gosh, I can tell you stories of, I think I had the great idea to run for office in my business school class. And we had to go and give speeches to each of the classes as to why they should vote for us. So I had practiced my 2-minute speech over and over. I knew exactly what I was going to say. And I get down in front of the class, it's big stadium seating. It seems like there's 1,000 people in the audience, but it's really probably only 50 or so. And I open my mouth to say my name, and nothing comes out. And it's just the worst feeling. And this happens over and over. 10 minutes later, I was done with my 2-minute speech, just struggling through the whole thing. I can't imagine how hard it must have been to listen to this. But I still haven't ever really pursued professional speaking. But I'm stepping into a group of people who I don't know, doing it online, and there's certainly some nerves right now. But that's a good thing. That's what this whole thing, life, that's what this is all about, is doing those things that are scary. And that all starts for me in about 5 or 6 minutes here. Let's go have some fun. So it turns out the meeting actually started at 12:05. I thought it was starting at 12:15. Always good to make a good first impression, you know?
Yes, Brian has volunteered. He is a guest with us today.
Okay, so Brian, impromptu speaking. I'll give you a topic and then you can just go off with it. Like the English, for instance, have tea at 11 and 4. What do you see we as Americans do something like that?
I really appreciate your asking me that question, and it really is cool to see how so many have different kinds of ways of spending time. Maybe too many of us spend the majority of enjoy what is happening throughout the day. So hopefully we're able to get back to that soon and start to connect more as people in other cultures always get to do as well. Brian Sellers.
Thank you for that, Brian. Great thinking on your feet.
Okay, I just jumped up and volunteered myself to do the first table topics, which I guess is this improv thing that they do. Figured, why not just jump right in and see what happens? I was actually pretty happy with that. That was tons of fun. I felt very in control of my speech, and I'm excited. I'm excited. Myself, I stutter. I've stuttered my whole life. I have a goal to become a paid public speaker within the next 6 months or so. Thank you very much for having me, and I'm right there with you, Chris. We can do this. Done. That was awesome. I haven't put myself into a speaking situation like that in quite a while. And when I got into it, I just felt calm. I felt at ease. I felt like I wanted to show the control that I can have over my speech. I just felt confident. And what's so interesting about that is that I haven't pushed myself like I did there in quite a while either. And that's such a cool realization that when we push ourselves, we actually can rise to the occasion and do that much better, perform that much better because we are in a more challenging situation. And that's something that honestly I have forgotten over the last year and a half or so. It's just, oh my gosh, it gets me so excited. I can't tell you how excited that makes me. So thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching this, for being a part of this. And we are just at the start of this journey right now. And I'm so happy that you're here. I can't wait to share this journey with you and help all of us to grow together. Brian Sellers, bye for now. Ugh.